It's my first time to actually take the moment to summarize like the thoughts and emotions.
And when you came as an agent to work with us, we started to learn some different things from the industry. Može? Yeah, okay, guys, we are here in the Fortress. A month after Exit Festival, we are here together with our agent
You
Milica.
already know her from the previous episode.
In a little bit different outfit.
Yeah, now
I'm dressed.
She's dressed now.
I'm half dressed.
And we're gonna show you the different angle of the Exit Festival when it's not the festival.
Yes, you can see it's empty here now. Yeah.
And it always amazes me what kind of miracle we do every year, because when you look at it like this, it seems
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
it's absolutely not impossible. But it is. It's Exit.
Okay,
so
let's go now. We're gonna walk to Dance Arena.
Oh,
Famous
the tunnel.
The tunnel.
When we are walking, like I have pictures in my mind, our friends and like everybody like going.
Everybody crossing.
Yeah, like saying hi, throwing like high fives. It's just like
For me, the most interesting part of this tunnel is that the whole dance arena comes through this tunnel.
Yes.
The whole stage.
Yes.
Like the whole logistics, like everything that you see on the dance arena, all the stage, all the lights, all logistics needs to come through this tunnel, which is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing.
I mean, when you look at this now, look at this part, like the right, when you go right, you can go to the artist part.
This cave is one of the rare places which is almost as famous as the stage.
Yes.
So everybody's talking about
This is crazy.
that cave.
This is crazy.
And everybody wants to get in.
I think the DJ stands here.
Not really. A little bit back.
A little bit back, yeah.
Because here is the whole VIP area.
It's crazy.
So basically this is the thing. Here is like that little yard.
You can see the road.
Yeah.
can see the road.
Literally you can see the road. He knows everything.
How many people can fit here? Like 20?
20-something thousand.
20-something
Circa
thousand?
20,000 something.
Like, it's impossible if you ask me right now if can like 20,
it doesn't look
like 20.
The whole fortress looks like
too small.
Looks too small when there is like no people. But it's so strange to see it like this. It's completely different picture.
Yes.
Then,
unbelievable, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable.
This is really magical when you see the sun.
Yeah.
The sun is coming out from this side in the morning. And when you see this is like the fortress and everything now, you can have a bigger picture. What kind of things.
Yeah, but it's such a strange feeling to be here after the beautiful storm.
Did you ever been here like since like you're working in with Exit Festival and everything?
Honestly, it's hard to actually take time and to like rethink what happened and to actually summarize the thoughts and emotions, because we are always on the track. It's always like you are preparing the next one and the next one and like the events that we have. Yeah, it's like this is, I mean, it's hard, of course, not knowing now what's next, and it's strange not knowing what will happen next. But on one side, this is the first time since I'm working for the Exit Festival that I actually have time like to summarize.
That's what I'm asking you, like your first time.
It's my first time to actually take the moment to summarize like the thoughts and emotions. I still don't have like a clear conclusion how I'm feeling, but this is the first time I have time to actually process a little bit. But I'm also working on that, like when it comes to my private life, to find the beauty in that. Yeah. So, but there is a beauty, you know.
But when you're standing here, like, do you feel all those emotions?
Absolutely. It's almost like
what happened here in the last 25 years, and how many beautiful mornings, and like.
How long you're going to the Exit Festival?
How long I'm going since 2016, 17, I think.
Well, how long you work? 3, 4?
3.5 years.
What do you work for Exit?
I'm a booking manager, so I work on the main stage with my lovely and our lovely Jenny. She's amazing. She's like my work mother, sister, best friend. I'm working with my lovely mentor Miro on the dance arena, who showed me like everything that he knows, and I'm super grateful. And with my first mentor and my first boss, Sagor, on the No Sleep stage and No Sleep Festival with him. I do the same for the Sea Star. I started with the No Sleep with being assistant for only one stage. Okay. That was the No Sleep. I worked with my lovely girl Alisa at that time, who was still in the booking. Now she's doing the creative part for Exit. But yeah, I started as assistant just for one stage, and now I'm doing a lot more.
What was your passion about and the moment that you realized, hey, I want more from this?
I can go further.
Yeah.
When was the moment when you said to yourself, I can go further?
Once I
stepped
stepped the foot on the exit offices to have an interview.
Okay.
Like that job literally found me, and by accident I saw the ad, and it was funny because I had characteristics for none of the positions. It was so fucking funny. It was like nothing. The only thing that connected me with exit was a word: marketing. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Not knowledge.
You started from zero, basically.
I started
right?
from zero, and I applied to be assistant in international marketing, but I got the job for the booking, which was actually my wish. I just didn't have the nerve to apply for that. We met when you were at the beginning, when I was at the beginning,
Yes.
and when Ecosystem was in the beginning.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So it's so cool and interesting to see how we grew as people, as friends, our connection, how much we've learned, you as an artist, me as an operational person, I would say, how much we've straightened our relationship, how much we grew. Because when you asked me the first time, when I was still assistant, or do you want to be our manager? And I said, and he asked me, I remember,
that was the funny
he
situation.
did like his famous, like,
No,
do you want to be our manager?
We need to tell a short story. So it was a pork truck Brenner at Belgrade.
Yeah, that's
Belgrade
true.
Arena. And
We met at a friend's house.
we went
Yeah.
to the friend's house because it was organized like a pre-party
Yeah, like-
for that event.
Yeah.
And like the biggest nerds, me and Nino came first before everyone.
Before
I was
everyone.
already there.
Yeah, and you were only only person over
Yeah.
there. And the first thing you were like, okay, who are you guys?
Yeah, like.
But we
what do
just
you want?
started to
What do you
talk
want?
like immediately.
Yeah, I remember.
but
I was
then the
sitting.
drinks and everything is
Yeah.
I was sitting and sipping my drink,
here.
and I remember, like it was yesterday, you two, like slowly, like every 10 minutes, you would like make a step forward
But
to
we
me.
didn't know who you are.
Yeah, you didn't, because I was just like, wasn't supposed to be there. That's like also a funny story, but we don't like.
Yes,
have to-
exactly.
1 month after.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You
said,
called me. You said that you are performing at.
No,
Novi
we
Sad.
met first on the dance arena in the backstage.
Have we?
Yes, and then I told you we're gonna prepare some really good party in
I don't
Novi
remember
Sad.
that
Can
one,
you
to be
come?
honest.
Would you like to come to be our guest? And then you came.
Yeah, this one was after.
Disco was after.
Oh, I don't remember the dance arena part. To be honest.
2 weeks after the dance arena.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
so,
you came with your friend, and then how everything starts.
Yeah, and I like we didn't know each other
No.
at all. And then I heard your music. This is
This
my
is the
first
no
home,
sleep, yeah.
where everything started, where I found my purpose.
Okay, but tell us please the question I asked before. Where do you see yourself? And
5 years.
no, really, where do you
years.
see it, and how do you see yourself in this industry? And
That's a pretty complex. It's not. I will need a little bit more minutes to elaborate it. So
it's your time, it's your episode.
It's my episode.
It's your episode.
So in order to reply to where I see myself, I need to tell you why I'm doing this job. So there are like a few reasons. One is, of course, even though humans piss me off so much often, but humans are creatures that I love the most, and connecting with humans and with people. That's the first reason. Of course, the second one is music. There is also the moment where I didn't grow up rich. But the good thing about my parents is they never made that kind of atmosphere. So if you would ask me, did I felt that I was poor? No. But now when I look in hindsight, like what can I afford to myself now, and what we couldn't afford back then, if I start crying, don't mind me. My parents, and kudos to them, never let me and my brother feel that. But I could see what they have for. And especially I want to tell one situation. When you were performing at Paberai for the New Year's Eve, and me and my friend and colleague at that time were there, and we went home to, fix the makeup, take some jackets, blah, 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 and we were going like to a night party. We called a taxi, we started talking like with the taxi driver, blah, 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 and we were like, oh, how long are you working, blah, blah, blah. And he said, you're my last drive. So like, thank you for like, bringing such a good energy. So he said, I'm going to drop you off, and I'm going to my family and for my daughters. And he told us that, and he didn't know that we worked for Exit. And he said that his little daughter told him that she likes the most when it's New Year's Eve and exit, because that's when daddy brings the most money at home. And me, again, going back to the story where I grew up poor, I would say, I know how a few thousand of dinners or 50 euros can change the whole situation for the family. So that's why I'm doing this job. And I would never be able to do the job that benefits only me. You know, just change people's life. The whole community. If it's that to help you guys, or to help some girl have more money like that month, or like the whole town. Like that's where I say I wanna have impact. You know.
The funny thing is now when you said the word like I want to change people's lives. When we met for the first time for a serious conversation. We met here on the dance arena, literally. And then 5 days after, we met in Belgrade for a coffee and started to talk about the project and everything. My last words on the meeting was, we're gonna change people's life.
Yeah, but that's what I love about the three of us. Like, we have, even without talking, we have always the same mission. It's always, I say one thing and you're like, oh, we were thinking the same, and vice versa. Like, whatever you two say, I'm like, oh, I was thinking the same. And it's so easy, like, when you find people, which is very rare, that have the same idea. That's why I appreciate so much, so much about the two of you, that you're such a, first, why I'm working with you, the first reason, you're such good human beings.
Thank you.
Such good human beings, so polite, well-mannered, and you feel. Like, I would never be able to work on a long term with people who don't feel, who don't empathize. That's a big no for me. So that's why I appreciate the most about the two of you, that you actually live music and love people. You know, it's often that when we are finished, like with your performance, like we stand on the dance arena, we are like just watching people dancing. That's, maybe it sounds cliche or maybe hard to believe, but really with the three of us, there is no egoistic part in this job. Everything that we do, every move that we make, it's like for the greater good, for your music to reach to people, and later maybe if we succeed in our goals to help other people and bring them with us. So yeah, that's the goal.
But when you came to our life and when you came as an agent to work with us, we started to learn some different things from the industry. By the end of the day, everything is step by step. Like, I think we didn't cross any steps so far.
No,
like to say, okay, we skipped this one. No, we didn't.
But I think it's like, that's almost like, I can't say our karma, but like, it was when we talked, like we all, the three of us, even before this, when we were children, there was never like a moment where we could just stop. All three of us had to work and earn every single thing. Like, there was never a moment when something was given to us, you know?
My next question will be, how did you become an artist management? And to explain us a little bit about what is the artist management, what is the booking agency, what is the booking agent for the Exit Festival?
Because when people ask us about it, we would like, okay, we're gonna make an episode about this. That people can really see what kind of job you're doing behind the everything.
So, as I said earlier, it's very interesting to, rarely people have this opportunity that I have to work as a booking manager from the part of promoter and as a booking manager or manager in general for an artist. So for the promoter part, I approach the artist with my team, with my colleagues. So we ask for the availability, we send the offers, we negotiate, send the contracts. And for this side, like the processes are the same, but like reverse. Like it's very like strange feeling. So for me as your manager, that's what I was explaining to you too when we started working. So we, the three of us, make decisions together. So the manager's role as an artist is to help you make decision that's best for you. As you know, I'm never telling you you should do that. There are managers who are doing that. I'm not that kind of. I would never do something that's uncomfortable for the two of you. And I respect your opinion so much. But I'm there to give you maybe the insight and some other perspectives, so you have all the information before you make a decision, which I always respect, and I help you make the best decision. Booking agent finds you bookings. So booking agent should approach to the clubs, to the promoters and say, hey, I have very cool artists. Sunčica, for example, as an operative person, she's handling, like making sure that your hotels are booked, your flights are booked, that if you have any daily tasks, like boost of Instagram post, or that some post should be reposted somewhere, she should track all those processes and make sure that everything is easy and that you have everything prepared for your gig. I was actually being a panelist in Albania some months ago, and I was actually speaking about that. What is the role? Like, do we have managers or booking agents in the Balkans, or one person is everything, which is very often the case, which is actually cool because it allows you to learn all kind of stuff. So yeah, do it. So always looking for the positive as Balkans. But yeah, that's my role as your manager, to summarize it, to help you make the best decision for your own. I'm never making decisions for the two of you because that's not something that I want. I don't want you to be like puppies who listen to me and like, you have to do it. Sometimes when I'm super like 100% convinced that some decision is good and you two don't realize it, then I just put an extra arguments and facts to explain it to you. But we never move forward until you two also realize that it's a good decision and say yes.
Okay.
Like if it takes like for 5 days to explain it, we will take 5 days to explain.
I think the question that everybody would like to know is, why did you start to work with us? She's still single. She is still single. Guys, please.
I know, everybody.
When we are in the studio or when we are going somewhere for a coffee to talk about the business and everything, often we said like, it's really cool that we started together and we started from beginning, from zero.
Absolutely.
So we are growing together. It's not like you're bigger than Innēr Sense or Innēr Sense was bigger than you. No, we started from zero and we started to grow together.
It's really, honestly, like a family.
You know, I
so
like the most
the
when she's angry on us. Then she's texting.
Oh, that happens.
How many times did I tell you
this?
How many times did I reply?
Do not answer to the other guys. They need to text me first. Yeah, okay.
But that's what I can get
usually me. It's usually
But it's really hard to work here. And now I need to tell to somebody that I know for 20 years, okay, you need to text somebody for us. You know, and we are hanging around together. You know, it's really tough, but it has to be like this.
That's one thing that we should mention in this conversation, you know, that when promoters try to contact you, the management via the artist, it's very hard to explain to them, hey, we are now in the contract and you cannot
But you know, if that
this,
promoter really wants you and respects you, he will do anything, that's like, of course, anything in the sense of like normal range, to have you there and to host you. So if he respects you as an artist, the least that he can do is contact the management when you tell him to.
Yes, of course.
So that's also like, also spoke about that on the panel. They asked me like, how can we change that? And I was like, 2 steps. First is put the ego down. It's completely normal to not know something. But you need to put your ego down. And like, for example, when we as your management agency contact some like local clubs here who don't operate systematically in that way, that's okay, that's fine. Just put your ego down and say, oh, I've never encountered with this. Like there is like a process. I think that the local promoters are a little bit, that's also what I'm passionate about. I don't say that they do it on purpose, but my goal, one of the 5 years goal, or 10 years or 20 years, is to change the behavior towards local artists and artists who are not famous yet. And they don't realize that all of the DJs were sometimes local DJs. That's also what Carl Cox said. Like every DJ that you are praising now was once local DJ. So support them while you still can. And that's also my mission, to make you all feel seen and not less worthy.
The question was, now when we are going like a step forward every year, you know, a lot of local young artists are following what we are doing and what kind of things we are doing for social media and everything, the music and searching for our own sound and everything. And they have a question that literally I can answer them, or Philip, but it will be really good that you can answer on the question. And the question is, what kind of things they need to do to step on the dance arena or maybe main stage. I'm not talking about small stages. I'm talking about big stage. So when I'm talking with them or Philip, the first thing is, of course, you need to have your own production.
That's absolute must
Because
today.
people, they don't realize how tough it is to get slot on dance arena.
Absolutely hard.
It's really tough.
It's
Even
really
if it's
hard.
9 in the evening when nobody is there, it's really tough to be on the schedule.
It's really hard because, of course, like people here, we are not in a rich economy. So when they pay for something, they really want to have a good lineup. So you cannot fail. You cannot let the people down. So you always make sure that you have like very strong headliner, which sometimes
it's two headliners.
Headliners, and they also sometimes curate the lineup. And it's also sometimes they need to approve the rest of the lineup. So you really, at the end of the day, don't have that much slots to operate with as much as people think.
Yeah.
But what they need to do, like for me, it's combination of operative stuff, artist stuff, and who you are, like mental stuff, who you are as a person. So you need to have your own production. You need to find your sound, not copy. It will take you a lot, much more time.
Okay.
But it's the right thing to do. Of course, it's easy to go for what's famous, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right path. So for me, it's very important. Like when I give my opinions on the meetings, I take into consideration who they are as a person, what are their values, how are they behaving, are they polite, or are there some like jerks, you know? Like I don't like very like uppish people and people who.
So it's not only how good you are as an artist.
For me, like when I'm just talking about me now, and what are my criteria. It is very important how you formulate the email, how you speak in that email.
So you're really looking
marks,
for
like,
everything.
Yeah, like your press pack needs to be good. When I hate when I see press pack in Word. Like just try a little bit more, save it in PDF, make it look a little bit represent. Like because that shows you what they're willing to do. So if they're lazy to make one click to just save it as PDF, like how can you expect them to really be dedicated to this job? And life doesn't end with the dance arena. You know, you need to, when you step on the dance arena is when the journey starts, because you need to justify why you were there. So a lot of people like, oh, I want to step on the dance arena, and they step on the dance arena and they're like, wow. No, it's that moment when you need to be a role model for others, when you need to keep going, keep pushing. That's when you need to justify why you were there. That's the moment when you need to start working even more.
I think to go up, you need to really feel yourself that you deserve to be up.
Yeah.
It's not like a small stage.
You need to feel that.
You need to feel,
need to
okay,
feel
I belong here.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
it's
earn it in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your performance at this dance arena will forever stay as one of the most beautiful memories in my life.
Same.
Because we were all there. You felt the music, the set was remarkable without any mistake. Lovely Maria and Steve Hogan, who are one of the most important people in the industry and agents, were there from the beginning to the last second of your set. So when you see one of the two most like influential people actually recognizing what you did, you can only have one thing to do, that's to cry from happiness after that, which is what we did.
We did.
And
happy tears.
Happy tears, because you finally, like, when you have that kind of a moment, it's like, it's almost like you release everything that you felt.
That's why we wanted to come here after the
because people, when they see us, they think, okay, everything is going easy for those guys, like with 34, 35 years old, but it's not always like that.
No, as
like,
my lovely...
we have downs also, and we have some moments where
more than
three
you
of
can
us,
imagine, more than you can imagine.
It's really
more and more you can imagine.
Yeah, because when you dream big, that's the sacrifice that you need to make. You need to be ready that you will have mental hardships, hardships in general. That's when you dream big.
And get up and move forward.
Absolutely. And I want to tell young artists that they're not behind, that they're really not behind. And if the three of us have learned something, is that everything happens when it needs to happen. And I would also like to tell them just to release things, just to let go. Just work hard, dream big, and feel it. It can't not work.
Yeah.
You know, when you have good intentions and when you work hard, there is no way that you will not succeed.
Yeah, if it doesn't work now, doesn't mean it's not gonna work
In
tomorrow.
5 years, tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
You're
yeah.
gonna wake up with some
Yeah.
email, you know?
I mean, but it really is like that.
It's happened to us.
It happens
Many
to you.
times,
It
yeah.
happened to us.
Yeah.
Many times.
We were like, oh.
You
I
also
cannot
met
do
this
anymore,
legend
and
like
tomorrow it's
in a
new
day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you would be
Okay.
without me if there wasn't like for a random Friday, and I would be without you.
Thank you for sharing this
Of
conversation
course,
with us.
of course.
and with
Thank you for giving me the space to say like
I mean,
my emotions and what I think
We
and
feel
how I
it
feel.
needs to be said
Yeah,
because in this episode that we are working, we want to educate people.
yeah,
Not just showing off what we did or what we
Yeah.
didn't, but we want to educate people in the manners that everybody who is looking this as an artist or just a regular party-going person, maybe wants to learn something more what's behind
Yeah.
the scene, you know.
yeah. But that's also what I want to say. I think it's extremely important to speak about how you can educate and motivate people the most. I think, for me personally, when you speak about your flaws and challenges and how you overcame them, because when you hear like, oh, it's perfect, I'm like the best agent or the best artist, or everything is fine, that's not, for me, that's not that much motivational. So I like that we are not afraid to talk about our hardships and our flaws and our challenges and how we overcome them. So I think that's very important
End of the day-
for people too, so they can. I'm sure that there are a lot of people who will watch this who will relate.
For
to
end
this
of the day, people only see did
The
we
results.
release track
Yeah.
or where they're gonna play next.
Yeah.
They come to the party. Okay,
Of
that's a new
course.
track. It's a good one. It's a bad one. Doesn't matter. Somebody's liking more. Somebody not. But what happened behind?
Yeah, this is, as we
It's-
often say, it's a chess party,
Chess
you
part,
know?
yeah.
So every move is important, every conversation is important. It's super important, like who you're gonna approach, how, for how long, when it's the time to leave the
What you're gonna
conversation.
sacrifice for the next move.
Yeah, what you're gonna sacrifice
Exactly.
on the next move, when it's time to withdraw from the conversation, like not to be way too pushy, but not to be way too uninterested. Like those are all, like I always say, fine tuning. Like when you're searching for a radio station, like you always need to be in that mood of fine tuning, which can be super exhausting sometimes. But yeah, it's like it's part of the job.
Yeah.
This is like a social industry, and yeah, that's what it takes.
In the end of the day, it's only about music.
It's only about the
It's only
music.
about the music. End of the day, we're all here because of the music, but
Yeah,
a lot of things is going behind.
a lot.
They don't see that. Do you have
Positive.
any message, not only for us, for three of us, or maybe for the people who are watching this? What will be your message?
My message is to constantly work on yourself as a person, because everything else will fall into place. So if you're a writer or a DJ or like operative person like me, a manager, don't just like work on yourself like in management field, or for you like in music field or in writing. Work on yourself as a person. As our famous Laudatero teacher would say, constant individuation. Like always strive for better as a person. Work on yourself mentally, on your character. Put down the ego, admit your flaws, fix them, go forward, accept your flaws. That's also the first step.
And yeah, listen your innocence.
And listen,
your innocence.
listen your innocence, and to listen
And to
innocence. But yeah, that's the thing. People, work on yourself as people, work on your character, and everything will fall into place. That's
Thank you.
I hope in 5 years, in 6 years, if we go somewhere like really far,
Yeah.
that we're gonna come back to this video
course.
Yeah,
to
of course.
see where we start and what kind of
course.
things we talk
course.
here.
Are you doubting that?
Never.
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 So see you in 5 years somewhere, like I don't know, on Tomorrowland stage,
Or maybe closing the dance arena, which is our goal.
or maybe closing the dance.
Yeah, that's our main goal when we started this project. I mean, a lot of festivals, a lot of good parties all over the world.
it's only one dance
but it's
arena.
only
It's only one
dance
dance arena, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
guys,
you
this
for
was
watching.
Milica. We're
Thank
greeting
you.
you. Thank you for coming, and thank you
Of
for
course,
talking
it
us.
was my pleasure. I love you, boys. I love you.
Love
the
you,
most.
girl.
And I love you.